All right, thank you very much for joining us on the Planet Sioni Studios. My name is Joshua and David. Here we have a serious conversations that shape our nation, conversations that shape our existence, conversations that give us directions, and of course, help us to chart new course. Of course, what we do with our conversation is to steer reactions, is to steer consciousness, is to allow people to reason beyond the surface and go deeper into matters that are trending. Today, we're talking about the Osun governorship election. It's just about a few days from now. And with me in the Planet Sioni Studios, I have Mr. Olalekan Oni. Mr. Olalekan Oni is a member digital media committee Osun APC campaign council. He is also director of media Osun Renewal Drive. Mr. Oni, good to have you.
Thank you.
Planet Sioni
Good afternoon.
We
It's
appreciate
my
it.
pleasure.
So let's get this done. A few days to the election right now. I know you are a key member of the party. You must have been involved in a lot of Nigerian campaign and strategies and everything. So how are you feeling right now? Tensed? Are you feeling tensed? Are you ready for what is ahead?
I'm not tensed. I'm
sure?
confident.
You're confident.
I'm excited that it's getting closer.
What is getting closer?
The elections.
Okay.
And I believe, with the work and the efforts the APC, myself inclusive, I've put into this campaign season, how we have mobilized, how the manifesto of the APC, which is tagged the Prosper Agenda, how it has resonated with the people, and then what the feedbacks we have getting with the data that we have.
How do you measure the feedback that you are getting? Because word on the street says that Governor Ademola Adeleke is really popular.
And what's on Ibadan Street? What's on Lagos Street?
You know me very well, Mr. Oni.
What's in Abuja Street?
Who practiced in Osun for
what's on Facebook Street? What's on Twitter Street? Says Governor Ademola Adeleke. But the electorates,
try to feel the pulse.
The electorates which are voting, if you talk about feedback, if you talk about that you have practiced in Osun State, which is very correct, but you stay in Ibadan, I believe that I have gotten more feedback. If there's anybody, one of the persons that have gotten much more feedback from the Osun electorate, I think I'm in front. I'm one of them.
Mr. Oni, are you sure that the feedbacks you're talking
1,000% sure.
Lopsided?
1,000% sure. I have been on different radio stations in Osun State, and if you are talking about electorates in Osun State, the majority of the mediums where messages are passed and feedbacks are received is on radio.
It's on radio.
In a state like Osun, I can tell you confidently.
And the feedbacks, the comments you get from
confidently. I've been on the radio regularly, at least 5 radio stations in the last 6 months, every week, at least 5.
All right.
There are times that it is more, but at least 5. You start to do it, that's sure.
Okay.
In the last 6 months, regular, constant, 5. So when we started this journey, that's this journey of 6 months I told you about, we knew the comments of the people. When people call in, we know what they say. But in the last 2 months, we know how it has changed. So people who do polls, how do they get their data? It is through feedbacks. If I call, what we are even doing now is communication, and then you go people. I've said in different forums, and we have data, we have results of our research, so we know where we are, and that's the confidence that we have.
You see, Mr. Oni, is good to exhibit confidence. And one thing I know about politicians is that politicians are what I describe as incurable optimists.
Because but we have data.
You have to be optimistic.
We have data. It is not about optimistic. We have also seen what is happening in town. We have reports. In the last 1 or 2 weeks, you have seen how jittery the governor himself have been. He's so jittery. Extremely jittery. Look at his countenance when he's talking in the public. Yesterday, we rushed to do an emergency. They call it emergency press conference. They themselves. They call it emergency. They tag the emergency press conference. So if you look at the tone, if you look at their mood, If you look at the press releases they've been doing, all over there, all over the governor, they're G3.
We have the governor's cousin in town right now talking about a very popular
zero electoral value. Davido, minus 100.
Does not have electoral
minus 100. Minus 100 electoral value. Minus 100.
We saw the crowd that trooped out to welcome this.
If Davido comes here to the crowd, welcome him. Davido is an Afro superstar. He doesn't want Afro.
So you're saying this is a very different territory.
Afro superstar. Afro.
He doesn't.
If Davido comes here today, people will gather outside. It's not electoral. It's zero. Sorry. If I say zero electoral value, I have hyped Davido. It is minus 100.
We have had musicians, we have had actors who have conceded politicians before, and some of them successful.
Who have transited?
That's when they did it in Lagos.
See, that's not them
for like 12 years.
No. See, Mr. Joshua, what you see on the surface when it comes to politics, that's surface. Desmond Elliott came into politics through late Olalekan Oni. Olalekan Oni took him to Obasanjo, and Obasanjo took him to Bola Ahmed Tinubu then. And then he was given the ticket. So he rode on the popularity of the party in Lagos.
Of the party?
Yes, APC. The winning party, the ruling party and winning party in Lagos. That's what. So don't give such example. We have also seen musicians, actors who have ventured into politics, zero.
Of course.
The other day, Funke Akindele went on her to say that.
It's nice saying your state at some point.
Funke Akindele went on her to say that she has 30 million followers. How many votes was she able to garner in the election? So Davido, minus 100.
Okay, no, so now let's get deeper into the conversation right now. What do you think your party and its candidate are bringing to the table that is different from what Osun people have experienced in the last 3.5 years?
The prosperity agenda. That's what we are bringing. In the prosperity agenda, we have our plans ranging from agriculture to health to education to tourism to standard infrastructure. Please underline the word standard and durable infrastructure. And the good management of Osun resources. We are also bringing to the table even distribution of developmental projects. The present government have engaged in serious nepotism.
Nepotism?
Serious one. This current government...
I'd like you to expand on that, what you call nepotism.
Nepotism in the area of lopsided appointment.
Appointment?
Yes. In Osun today, first of all, well, this is what we have in our political landscape, so you have to talk about it. When it comes to religion, the Nigerian political landscape does not joke with religion, so people talk about it. So out of 24 cabinet members, 17 are Christians, 7 are Muslims. 1. 2, lopsided appointment. Strategic appointments in Osun, majority of them, if not all of them, are from Ede.
Ede, the country home of the...
Yes. And that's number 2A. Number 2B is that the current governor, have fielded and put in strategic positions the Adelekes. In fact, there is one from their mother's side. His immediate family, Adelekes. Adelekes, immediate family. Almost 12 of them, strategic. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that the wife of the governor will be a cabinet ranking member. Wives of the governor. 2 of them are special advisor. One is special advisor to the governor on local government and chieftaincy affairs. The other is on maybe tourism or something. Cabinet ranking. So that's the explanation of nepotism. And Osun State people are ready to do away with that. Then, so we have said that in our prosperity agenda, we have plans for agriculture, for mechanized agriculture, support for farmers, still support. We have plans through agriculture to reduce unemployment in Osun State, to create employment in Osun State. As of June 2026, the NBS, National Bureau of Statistics, said that Osun State is the most expensive state in the southwest to live in. 2 indices, food costs, housing costs in Osun State. So through agriculture, we intend to propose a solution to solve the issue of expensive food commodity. Through agriculture, government will invest in agriculture. Very important. So we will solve the issue of food security through agriculture. Health, we will put, in fact, Let me say this quickly. Agriculture, health, education, youth, and women development is our core calling. Is what we are coming to solve. And in all these areas, in the last 3.5 years, the present government has not done anything.
But there are areas that the present government has also enjoyed accolades from the citizens of Osun State.
You mean the substandard routes?
Well, I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay, we have evidences that we are the waste of money at Lameco, and that's why we mentioned that good management of resources. Good management of resources. Okay. I keep saying it and I'll keep on saying it, and this is what Osun residents have been saying. The bridge at Lameco that was constructed for 18 billion naira is a waste. Waste of resources not needed at Lameco. So that 18 billion naira, do you know how many block of classroom the 18 billion can build, can construct? As it were, there is no government in Osun State that has sacked more workers than the government of Adeleke.
Adeleke has sacked more.
40,000 OES members, 1,500 teachers, 300 health workers.
Well, beneficiaries. People that the government said were brought in by the past administration.
Okay, Osun people. Or were the people from America? As of today, sir, Osun State has a deficit of 28,000 teachers.
As of
today, 28,000. So a government tried, to fill that vacuum. And you said that these people were lopsided. Okay, let's even assume for the sake of this conversation, we have seen successive government, for example, in Edo State, in Kaduna State. What they did was that probably they felt that those who were even employed were not capable. What they did was to say, come and write exams. It happened in Kaduna. It happened in Edo. In a case whereby you have now sacked people. Have you employed people back? In schools in the Osun State, you will find a school of almost 300 pupils or students with 5 teachers. That's the case in Osun State right now.
Talking about public schools in
Osun State.
5
teachers.
Primary school or secondary school?
Primary. In Ilobu.
5 teachers.
5 teachers. And that's how it is all over.
Mr. Olalekan Oni, you had such reports.
Schools I have been to. That's why I mentioned the place in Ilobu. And that's how it is all over Osun State. I have been to Ilobu.
Then why do you think, like I did mention earlier, civil servants in Osun State, some traditional rulers, I'm not saying all of them, we've also seen them. So I appreciate the governor for some of the things. Yesterday that Ladgiri bridge was commissioned.
I think that was yesterday.
Or day before yesterday. We even saw the traditional ruler there, the Oni of Ife. Of course, had glowing words for the governor.
When Aregbesola went to Oni of Ife, he spoke highly of it. That's how traditional rulers are to be neutral. When Bolo Aregbesola spoke,
we have some traditional rulers in Osun State who are hell-bent on supporting Governor Ademola Adeleke.
We also have enough traditional rulers in Osun State who are supporting Asiwaju doing Bolo Aregbesola as well. It's on record everywhere.
So you think this admits if Oyebamiji replaces Adeleke in the next election?
Did you use the word if?
If, yes, I said if, of course.
Okay. So I'm saying when.
Well, I don't know about that. So you think if he replaces Adeleke, of course, Osun State will enjoy more prosperity?
By far. He has capacity. It's simple. If you watch the town hall meeting yesterday, it's simple. The English people say that whatever you don't have, you cannot give. On a part, if I put politics aside, I will never blame Ademola Adeleke for anything. Because Ademola Adeleke, if you look at his lifestyle, all his life, the only thing is entertainment. Eat, sleep, badun, travel, come back. He has never done anything in his life. He has never engaged in any business. He has never built any business. He has never built any venture. He has never worked anywhere. He has never managed processes. So how do you expect such man to deliver? There's no way. He doesn't have the capacity. Are you aware also that in Osun State, in the last 3.5 years, there has never been a state executive council meeting for once?
In Osun State.
In Osun State, Kolako Alimi, the current Commissioner of Information, was asked. He said they've done one, but via WhatsApp. But he was asked to produce evidence. It's simple. It's not far-fetched. If we put Ademola Adeleke as a governor in a state executive council meeting, what will it be discussing? He doesn't understand process.
Okay, all right, to wrap this up because of our time.
And so the difference is that in Bola Oyebamiji is that a man who has been in the banking sector since 1989, who rose to the pinnacle of his career before joining the public service through Osun State Investment Corporation Limited. Sir, Osun State Corporation Investment Limited was a worth asset of 400 million naira. In 1.5 years, Oyebamiji raised it to 6 billion naira record. Investment created on behalf of the state around. When you're entering Osogbo, the only mega filling station in Osun State, the NNPC by the left, after Abiri, it was during Oyebamiji that petrol station was founded. In Lagos, there were properties, building properties. In Abuja, we have. In Ibadan here, we have. Under Osikon. When Oyebamiji was the MD CEO of Osun State Incumbent, Essence Water was started. The headquarters of Osikon now turned to Omoluabi Holdings. After the government, as the next building, a 3-story building, was built under Oyebamiji without borrowing a dime. During Oyebamiji, that's capacity. So, Osun people who are voting for the APC to win the election so that Ambo can become the governor knows they are voting for capacity. So let me tested and trust.
So let me ask you, so do you consider this like we have the two front liners in this election?
Yes, we have the incumbent governor, and then the Asiwaju Muredin Bola Oyebamiji.
What about the candidate of the ADC?
Montim Salam.
He has
not received enough.
Bring back another very strong man in the shoes. Talking about
former strong man. Yes, strong man.
Aregbesola is former strong man. Aregbesola does not have an electoral value again. Is that what you're saying?
I never said he doesn't have the strong electoral value to win an election.
Okay, what if he now decides to beat his tent with Adeleke?
Well, let's wait till then.
Because you know when the chips are down.
Let's wait till then. I like that. The chips are down already for Aregbe.
The chips are down for Aregbe.
Even in 2022, the only way Aregbe had mouth was because he supported Adeleke now. Do you understand that? So Aregbe does not have that electoral value. That's political strength and clout to win an election in Osun State. Again, he doesn't have it. Again.
Okay, so let's talk about, as we try to wrap this interview up, about one particular incident, not a particular incident, subject matter issue that has dominated this campaign, and it's violence, political brigandage, killings.
Yeah.
Both parties, I'm talking about particularly the Accord Party and the APC, have been throwing allegations and counter allegations at each other. It's from your end, it's from your end. What do you have to say about this? We've seen enough of this. We've seen about killings here and there.
My take is that it's very unfortunate that, we've had a whole lot of senseless killings during this campaign season, and which for me is really not worth it. Wherever it's happening, as long as it is human beings that are losing their lives, I do not think that any sensible person will take sides when it comes to that. And this is one of the things that Bola Oyebamiji, the candidate of the APC, have always preached. The blood of no one, anyone, even a singular person, is not worth it to just flow because of election. So I, in strong terms, condemn any form of violence. I've always told people.
You condemn it to evangelical.
Yes.
But you, as a party man,
yes,
are you aware of? Do you know about those who are carrying out these activities?
There's no way. I'm not a police officer. There's no way I know it. I'm not.
Some members of the party have been attacked, right?
A lot of them.
Who attacked them? Who carried out?
You see, that's why I've said personally that I'm not. My own focus is not about. If I say here that Accord members will also tell you that APC members have been killing people.
Who are these?
So they are not ghosts. They are not. I said people have been killing people. They are not ghosts. They are not ghosts. They are human beings killing.
Accusations have been pointed at APC
Accord members. That's it. So for me, the focus for me, this is my stand. The focus should be on that violence should not be allowed to first start.
And with what you have and what
with the police and all of that. So, and the police are on top of that game. That's why on a very every single day the police makes arrests. I'm sure that before today ends today, they might have even made an arrest today before the year ends. They would have yes. Yes, now. So when you see all of these things, I think we should get to a stage whereby, irrespective of the party affiliation, everybody should always condemn. Whether you're a leader, a traditional leader, a religious leader, a party leader, whatever kind of leaders that you are, or a member, or a resident of Osun, when everybody condemns this violence act or killings, I think it will, to an extent, it will minimize it. Instead of trading blames, saying this is the people. By the time you keep trading blames, in street balance, they say you are counting scores. So everybody, irrespective of party that is happening, let's condemn it. I think that should be the stand of any sensible person. Either you're a political leader or an actor, religious, whoever you are. The affiliation should not matter.
Mr. Oni, finally,
because people are dying.
Finally, still talking about this issue, I'm sure you must have seen the video that has gone viral with Senator representing Osun East, yes, Senator Francis Fadansi, where, of course, it's when it started, it sounded like he was also bitter and livid about the killing spree that has been taking place in the last few days. But at the end of the day, he made a statement like I don't know, maybe it slipped or what happened when he said called Tebari power, and that has been generating controversies, not only controversies, condemnation, even with the candidate of the NDC telling him to make an apology. Don't you think that will work against the party?
It won't work against. That's just a personal opinion.
And then what do you think about that opinion?
Condemn.
It's not. So you didn't have the opportunity to see Francis Fadansi.
I'll tell you, it's condemnable. The leader doesn't.
Do you think he was overwhelmed or inundated by the actions, activities around?
I think it was first of all, I think I don't like giving excuses for people, you know. So when something is condemnable, let's just condemn it. I think he allowed emotions to get the better part of it, and then overwhelmed, painful for him that 13 members were killed within 24 hours.
13 members of APC?
Yes, were killed within 24 hours in a nation. So I think it was the emotions that got through to him and all of that. But whatever happens, condemnation. That statement from a leader of the party is not to be encouraged, you know. And so that's it. So, and that's where everybody should stand. So today, I have said that irrespective of party affiliation, that's the message everybody should preach. Enough of Governor Adeleke coming out to say that they are arresting their members, they are killing their members. They are killing APC members. And as the governor of the state, he's not governing accord members. So if anybody dies, whether APC or PDP or accord or NRC or SDP or whatever, the governor should ensure that justice is served. Not saying the accord member, he is not as it is, he is not the governor of accord. He's the governor of Osun State. So anybody, and say, when you talk about violence, the box should stop on the table of the governor. He's still the governor.
What does he have?
So
what does he have this cooperation?
That's the capacity we are talking about. It doesn't have the capacity.
But he has complained about the commissioner of police in that state.
That's passing responsibility. He has said himself in campaign that he's the chief security officer of the state. What is chief security? That's an indictment on him. He said it. He said it now. Okay, did you put on paper? Okay, you are the one helping me.
I'm only saying.
Okay, you are the one helping me. He never said on paper. You are helping me. He said categorically to the world.
Most governors.
He said, he agreed.
Known.
I've never seen a governor who said, I am a chief security of the state on paper. I have never said.
Not on paper.
You said it.
Well, I'm telling you that most governors.
That means you know. I don't know.
Known to be chief security.
I don't know, sir. But even the governor himself, even the governor himself said that is the chief security officer of the state. He never put on paper. He never said so. So if you are
trying to be politically correct there, and
no, he never said so. No, he never said so. He said that is the chief. So if there is violence in a state and the state is not settled, if there are security infractions in the state, it is to be questioned. He should question himself. That shows that he doesn't have the capacity to lead. Passing off of the blame, passing responsibility. He should sit down, truly, if he's the chief security officer of the state, he should man the security situation of the state. Let me tell you before we
go. When Nigerians are throwing Tinubu under the bus, is that the same?
And Tinubu have been taking responsibility. There is no time Tinubu will tell you that the IGP, even when they wanted to, when the Aregbesola wanted to leave, Tinubu never said that I'm excusing him because he's not capable. When you talk about security, if Tinubu wants to talk, he would never say that I'm not allowed to work. That's a capacitation.
Okay, so let's bring this.
That's passing responsibility.
Let's bring this to a.
And this is why Osun people will vote out Governor Ademola Adeleke, because he's not capable. Being the chief security officer of the state is not about perform. Sure.
Tony, I will definitely. This is your last sentence. I love it so much. People will vote out Governor Ademola Adeleke after the election, and particularly on Sunday. I will definitely go back to your.
I'm always, I'm always available.
I'll go back and I'll ask you.
I'm always available.
This is what you said.
Yes. You have, please just cut that part.
I'll cut that part.
Please keep it. People of Osun will vote out Governor Ademola Adeleke and vote in Asiwaju Moyodun. I've told you. I've given you.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Olalekan Oni. We sincerely appreciate you for coming on this program in Planet Oni Studios. I want to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you.
All the best
for having
in the elections. My name is Joshua Aregbesola. We come your way some of the time. Bye for now.